The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And off we go on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Brown. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, Cougar 19, 19, Charger 19.
The Shaheed going to go in motion.
Ready, right?
On 1st down, it's Benson. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll go again with Benson. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta will give them the season sweep. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Palmer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us you need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Ready.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Dalton Schultz, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. And you look at the Saints defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
To the air, Penix. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Falcons at 6-3 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Good throw out wide to Mooney. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Go! 19, 18, right here.
Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
70 Lions.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they come up now, second and goal.
On the double. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Viking, 18.
Robinson again. And not a whole lot there as they get him down at about the 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
For the field goal.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go, here we go.
They enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Finding Green complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now they'll audible to something else. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's across midfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. 2nd and 9 now. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
60 Vikings.
Back to throw. Brown. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And the Saints first down.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60, 70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalton Schultz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And caught by London. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They'll throw with Penix. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now Penix. Robinson's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Penix. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He was brought down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Buffalo 18.
And looking to throw, Penix. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
So they're changing this at the line.
19 Lions.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Operating from the gun, Penix. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
A touch of time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hurt. Seven Pirates.
Penix to the air once more. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
70 Ranger.
A final shot before break. Brown. He completes it to Olave. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7. Our scores, we get back at it on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
65, 60, Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
They'll drop the throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw here. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This a 2nd and 8.
Curve 19. Curve 19. 18. Pioneer.
Penix working out of the gun here. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Get it. Hawk, 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
To the air, Penix. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Ready.
Looking to throw. Brown. Olave holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
On a handoff, Benson running right. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
19 Tiger. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Brown. He's taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. And a reception made by Green. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Tag. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Tracking 60.
Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. That's a staple of this offense. Drag round to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hawks, 7
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 Eagles, Buffalo 18, 7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Come on. Hit. Bronco 80. Third.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Brown now. Off the play fake. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
Panther 11.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Warriors 70, Mustang 19.
They'll throw with Penix. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Dragon 60, Viking 18. Let's go.
Now Penix. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a little bit of space here, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And looking to throw, Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Damn, I miss you, Justin. Sending love from a Facebook question. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60. Cougar 19.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
19, Charger, 19.
Another run here with Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. We'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They run over center with Benson.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. A give up the middle with Benson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out.